All right, good morning, everybody. It is the morning of Tuesday, November 9th, I think. I don't know. But let's take a look here at the truck. Got everything loaded up. I've just arrived here on site and got a big project today. Not the biggest in the world, but definitely one of the bigger projects that I do or have done for sure. So I'm gonna get everything unloaded. I'm gonna get the job site set up in the back and we'll get to it. All right, job site is set up. Everything's back here in the back. And this right here is the problem. So basically there's this piece down here. Obviously that's rotting like crazy. Look at that. Somebody else tried to do this. I don't even know why they went right there. But yeah, that didn't go too well. So anyways, this needs to come out. This bottom trim piece needs to be redone. I think we're gonna keep that, just sand it down, touch it up a bit. All of this siding is coming out and is going to be replaced. This section, and this section back here. And that's about it. Okay, so this is the piece of siding that I need. It has a slight slope. It's thicker at the bottom, thinner at the top. And it goes on this way. That is not the siding that I have. I have hardy board siding with me, so I am going to need to make a quick run to Menards. Because after a quick search, that's the only place that has it. So I think I'm going to leave this as is, make a run to Menards, and grab the necessary material. So this is the siding that I got. It's called hardy plank or hardy board or something like that, and it's like a concrete, fiber concrete type of siding. This stuff is really good. I've done a lot of research on it, but it is different than what is existing, and I want to make sure it matches. This has a nice taper. Well, here's the material. I completely cleared house at Menards, and this piece is so wonky, but I should be able to get a few pieces out of that, and yeah, that's the rest of it. So we'll take it to the back and we'll keep making progress. Okay, here's where we are. This is what we're looking at. Things are looking really good. I got this guy removed. So yeah, all of the old siding is off. Those base trim pieces here are off. I'm keeping that one so I can just replicate that exact hole in that exact spot. And so I can make that piece exactly what it was before. So a few things that I'm going to do, I'm going to be patching a bunch of these holes, some that I made, some that were already there, like this gap I don't like. I'm going to put a piece of foil tape over that, foil tape over all of these gaps here. Yeah, so let's see what else. Some of these trim pieces here need some work. I proposed a few solutions to the client. One was replacing the entire piece, which is kind of unnecessary with how little rot there is. Another option is to splice a piece out, kind of like this person did here. They didn't want to do that either, so what we're going to do, and they decided to choose the last option, which is just to Bondo everything. So okay, things are looking pretty good. I've gotten both of these bottom trim pieces cut, and this is going to be that hole for the vent. I'm working on getting these sections patched here, so things are coming along. Everything's looking good, and we got a mess. That's when you know stuff's getting done. Okay, well, I have my hole cut out to fit this guy. As you can see, I didn't have my jigsaw, so I just drilled a ton of holes all the way around and then used the oscillating tool to make the cut. But that's gonna fit, so The next step is to pull these guys out and get them primed, and I'll do 2 coats of primer, and then we'll get them nailed in, and then we'll be able to really fill all of this in with some Bondo, and yeah, then we'll keep moving. The last thing we're gonna do is the siding, so we gotta take care of everything else and then we'll do the siding. Okay, well, we're at a pretty good stopping point. The sun is starting to go down. Everything is basically ready to be brought to the truck. These are gonna stay and dry. That material is also gonna stay as well. But things are looking pretty good, making lots of progress on these patches here. And once those dry, we'll tack them in, or nail them in really. And yeah, we'll finish the trim and we'll get this siding on. Okay, I am back on site. It is November 10th, 2021. Got all my tools laid out, got the miter saw today instead of the table saw. And things are looking good. I just sanded these down. They're definitely gonna need some more work. But with that having been said, these bottom trim pieces that I left overnight have dried. Maybe not. They have not dried, but they're pretty close to dry. So they're ready to go. Ready to be installed, so I'm gonna go ahead and install those now and we'll keep moving. Okay, this is the old guy. Not even the old guy. The old faithful, I could say. I mean, it's a 18 gauge brad nailer. Compares nothing to this behemoth, a 21 degree framing nailer. And this is the first time that I'll be firing it for a client. Let's give it a go. This thing is unbelievable. Unreal. Wow. 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 Okay, well, the patches are pretty much done here. Just need to prime them, they'll be good to go. I have basically all my siding pieces cut. This grouping here fits in this gap, and that's all the scrap. And the rest of them are here, so I basically just need to get all of this primed. I'll go ahead and put it out in the sun, and then I actually have another job at 2 o'clock, so while all this is drying, I'll go do the other job, come back. I'll probably paint everything and then install it. I'll probably install and then paint. Let's go. Okay, things are looking really, really good. I've gotten all of the Bondo that has dried and been sanded. I've gotten all that primed and ready for paint. In addition, I have all of the shingle, or all of the siding cutouts and sill cutouts primed and drying. I got about a 20-minute drive ahead of me. Should be an hour to 2 hour job, and then by the time I get back here, all of this will be dried and I'll be able to install everything. And then once everything's installed, if it's dry enough, I'll paint tonight, and if not, we'll be back tomorrow to finish the job. Let's go. Okay, well, I'm back on site. Everything has dried. It's now time to take these pieces here and mount them, install them to their locations. Let's go. Just want to let you know that I'm going to Chipotle after work, and if you want something, you just text me your order. Okay, I'll see you when you get home. Well, the sun has gone down, as you can see. My clients have brought out some lights for me to work. And we're making progress. A lot of the siding is already up. And I'm getting ready to make some rip cuts here. I'm gonna rip down these so they can fit in that last gap in the top. Let's go. And that's a wrap on nailing everything in. I'm gonna clean up, grab the caulk gun, and caulk all these gaps. Let's go. Well, here we are. It's about 7:30. Sun's been down for a while, but we're done. Everything has been caulked. Everything's nailed on. Everything's strong. Everything looks good. The only thing that needs to happen is this. It needs to be put on, but it's just going to be put on temporarily until it's time to paint, or until after the paint dries. But yeah, things are looking good. And we'll go ahead and call the client out now and call it a day. Okay, it is Friday. I do not know the date, but it's a few days later. And look at that, man. The paint's ready for me to go. And all you gotta do is paint. Everything looks pretty damn incredible, so really happy with the way it turned out. All I gotta do here is paint. Also have the big boy ladder today because I am switching out those lights. Let's go. Okay. Well, there we have it. The job has been complete. And you can see the discoloration between this color and that color. This color here is still drying, so either way, they're having their entire house repainted in a few months, and this is what they told me to paint with. So it's got one coat on it. I might do a second if they want. You can see there's some patchiness here, so it'll be up to them whether they want a second coat or not. But things are looking good. Incredibly happy with the finish. Got those lights installed as well. So that's gonna wrap it up for this one. And it's also gonna wrap it up for the day. It's getting pretty cold. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the progress. Hope you enjoyed this video. And with all of that having been said, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.